Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, ask and you shall receive, Miss Allure. I've got your pumpkin cheesecake video right here for you. Everything turned out great. I'm really happy with this bake. The one thing I'll say to look out for when you do something like this is when you go to get your pumpkin puree, make sure you get something that the ingredient is just pumpkin. If you get something like a pie filling that's already pre-mixed with a bunch of stuff, this bake isn't going to turn out as well. But I'm super excited to show y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below. Send in more suggestions. I appreciate you watching, and I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. All right, well, first things first, here are your ingredients. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our crumbs and our sugars, go ahead and throw them into a bowl, and go ahead and mix those up real well with a fork. After that, we're going to go ahead and throw some of the melted butter in there, and using that same fork, go ahead and mix everything together until it's nice and moist. You don't want any dry graham cracker crumbs with this at all, or it's going to kind of mess up wherever you put your crust. Now, once everything is nice and moist, you're going to throw it into the springform pan, and either using your hand like I did, or using a measuring cup, you're going to make everything flat on the bottom and kind of rise the crust up on the sides. That's going to hold all your cheesecake together and make sure that you have a nice, crisp crust. Once that's formed up, you're going to bake it at 350 for about 10 minutes, and then let that cool before you put in your filling. Now, the filling itself is pretty straightforward. You're going to take your cream cheese and your sugars and beat them together, making sure you scrape the bottom and the sides of the bowl to get a nice even mix. Then you're going to add your sour cream, your vanilla, and your pumpkin spice, and mix all that really well. After that, you're going to go ahead and add your eggs one at a time and mix just until they're kind of mixed in. You don't want to overbeat it. After you do the eggs, you're going to go ahead and add in your pumpkin puree or pure pumpkin filling and beat that very well. And make sure you get that nice bright orange color. Once you get that nice orange color, you're going to go ahead and pour that into your prepared and cooled graham cracker crust. And make sure it's nice and even. Give it a slight shake to make sure there's no air bubbles in it, and that'll prevent cracking later. Now you're going to go ahead and bake this at 350 for about 40 minutes or until your center is just slightly jiggly and gives a little bit of rebound if you touch it. Once it's baked, go ahead and just refrigerate that overnight to make sure it's truly set. Now the next morning, you can go ahead and work on your cinnamon whipped cream, which is very, very simple to do. You're just going to take all the ingredients that were listed, put them into a medium bowl, and then mix them together until stiff peaks form. After that, you can put it into a piping bag using whatever tip you want and decorate this thing to your heart's content. And make sure you keep in mind while you're doing this that cheesecakes are sensitive. So any kind of rushing that you do will result in a sunken center or cracks throughout the cheesecake. I unfortunately cracked mine, but using the tip that I did to decorate, I was able to cover it. So not a big deal. It still tastes delicious, and I'm sure yours will too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I hope you do well.